And welcome in, everybody. It's the Glad Dad back at you one more time here. This time it's the end of the regular season. Who's going to make it? The top 10 will prevail here to the playoffs. But who will it be? We've got a lot of ground to make up tonight. In the booth with me tonight, as always, is Mike McKinnon. Mike, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
We're fantastic. Glad to be back with you, Adam. Missed a day there Friday. Sorry about that. But no, happy to be here today. This is kind of like Talladega on steroids. There's weird little things with entering pit lane. We got a lot of things these guys have to concentrate on. And we have several drivers that need a great finish tonight to try to work their way into the playoffs.
Man, don't I know here. And we'll take a look here. We'll get our names off the board, and we'll pull up the top 15 in points as they sit right now. And let's take a look at it here. Let's scroll over, slide over the desk a little bit to where we can see. And it looks like we got Eric Johnson leading the way right now, heading into the end of the regular season. Jacob Ainsworth in second. Dalton Hall sitting third here. Ian Montrose in fourth. Brian Welchel in fifth. Brian Zemer sixth. John Kelly seventh. Cale Peterson in eighth. Ninth is Drew Calvert with Robert Tibbs. Now that's the top 10. If for some reason these drivers tend to have maybe some problems here, you know, Echo Park, you know, it's a super speedway with a, you know, intermediate track kind of feel. You know, anything can happen. So you may see those, that top 10 shuffle a little bit when we move on to the next race next week. But 11th through 15th here, Christopher Jones sitting 11th, Steve Giberson 12th, Charles Wilson 13th, Carson Youngblood in 14th with Timothy Boyce in 15th place here. Now we got a long ways to go. A lot of points need to be happening here. 11th on back if they want to stand a chance here to make it in.
Well, that's exactly right. What we're going to be looking at tonight, we're going to be watching Cale Peterson, Drew Calvert, Tibbs, all these, Christopher Jones, right in that area. You got a 4-point separation about getting into the playoffs. So I don't know if it's worth trying to lead one lap over trying to get a good finish. We got to play strategy correctly. And this place is an absolute wild card because when cautions come, it's usually a big one because this is pack racing.
Yes, sir, it is. And, you know, here in Outcast Motorsports, I was just skimming through the rules here earlier before we, before the practice opened up. Ran after my nappies with the Glat Mom. But you cannot go below the double red line tonight, Mike. Qualifying, you're gone. You go through the bottom here in racing to advance your position. You have to give it back immediately, or there will be consequences. So how about that? It is very tricky on the front stretch here. You know, somewhere around that, you know, it's a D-shaped oval, super speedway.
Yeah.
But the quad oval there, it gets very constricted there with you not being able to use the double red line. So we might see some big wrecks happening right there on the front stretch, but, you know, we'll cover wherever they happen.
Yeah, coming out of 4, very, very tight. And I called a race here about 3 weeks ago, going into 1. Very, very tight on the outside. So you see, folks, how that wall bends around, and it catches guys off guard once in a while. And then, as I said, the trickiest part is we get an overview and overflight. You go down the backstretch, and then you enter the pit road off the backstretch. There's a different speed limit until you come around to the pit road setup, but that is very, very tricky. You could see speeding penalties, all that tonight on that pit road.
You know, I'm not sure if iron racing is, oh, excuse me here, folks. Like I was saying, I'm not sure if iron racing has kind of fixed that. There has been a glitch here in the past, Mike, where, you know, some things have happened with black flags and cautions and stuff like that as you're blending down from turn 3, going all the way around the pit road. So we're going to see here tonight. Race control's got to be on their game, no doubt about it. But before we get down to qualifying started here. We got 10 minutes. It's going to be a quick qualifying here. They're not going to use 10 minutes up. Let's get into our camera group here and check out all the drivers we have, Mike. Looks like we got the top left here in the 74 is going to be Jacob Ainsworth. There we are. He's on track and gives us a little wave there. Good luck tonight. Old 74. Ronnie Welchel in the 62 in the VR tonight. This ought to be very interesting. I wish we could see through the eyes of Ronnie Welchel. And we got Rob Williams in the 61 to the top right. Bob Redeker in the 2. Eric Johnson in that 18 machine with Drew Calvert. There he is in the 43. David Vodka, bottom left in the 24. Ryan Fuchs in the 15. Good luck tonight, David. And then we got Kel Peterson in the 20. Oh, Wally himself.
Wally. Got to let up on that nickname, bro.
All right, so now let's pull up.
Here.
As we've got here, looks like Jordan Massey currently sitting the top of the board here. Who would have thunk it? We're going to see some guys that aren't normally qualifying up front, Mike. They're going to be up front tonight.
Oh, yeah. This one, you just get out there and you pin it and you hope. That's what it is. You're just going to pin it to the floor, hope it sticks, see what that car will do. And a lot of it, it's got a lot to do with getting off a pit road. All that kind of stuff. I mean, you got a little time to get up to speed, but not a whole lot. So the entire lap, 30 seconds, 31.6 right now is your pole. 31.598 is now your pole with Charles Wilson.
Oh, yeah, Wilson looking good here. This is the type of track Charles Wilson thrives on. He's more of a road course guy, but you give him a super speedway, he's going to be up there at the end. As he's sitting up top with a 31.59. Oh, now Dalton Hall's going to make me into a liar as he has the top spot here. Now Tibbs, Robert Tibbs to the top as he finishes his second lap up. A lot of these drivers right here have completed 2 laps. So as you're seeing him right now, Montrose now, where's he going to move? Just completed his lap. And it's going to be second place here for Ian Montrose. Terry Litweiler, as he stopped on track here. Ronnie Welchel, he's wrapping it up. So Litweiler in 4th, Ronnie Welchel 8th, Charles Wilson 6th, all part of Elbows Out Racing. And let's see, we got Josh Newman out here in the Ford machine. See what he can do here as he's in the middle of 3 and 4, coming out of 4 right now. And is it going to be faster than 18th? I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's going to move him up to 6th place here. As we got Ryan Fuchs in the 15 coming across the start-finish line now to complete his lap from 19th to 4th. How about that? David Vodka finishing up here. Just across the start-finish line for him. 20th fastest on the board. And we've only got a handful of drivers left. 2 of them on track, 2 of them are not. Timothy Boyce now just started his lap, his very first lap. As we got 37 viewers here as of right now, and the race hadn't even started. Go ahead and share that stream, folks. Yeah, share that stream. If you're in here, you like what you see, you haven't given us a follow yet, give that follow button. And if you've got any Amazon Prime accounts, you do get a free Twitch subscription per month at no cost to you, of course, and it helps out. And look at that. Miss Tibble with the follow. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, you get notifications when we go live here because you don't want to miss a thing. All right.
Absolutely.
So looks like Tim Boyce here coming out of turn number 4. 21st fastest right now. What's it going to be when he crosses the finish line? Sorry, folks. I'm a little high-strung here tonight. Ninth place. Yeah, not too bad. And Steve Giberson just completing his second lap. 19th fastest on the board. We have 2 drivers left. Calvert out here on track. As Wolf Markland says, staying in the back and letting the chaos unfold. That is not the way we do it around here. You better get up there, lead some laps. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, Mike, that you're going to be able to stay out of the chaos, even if you're riding in the back.
No, this is not Talladega. You ride in the back and you lose the draft, you're going to be lapped in about 10 laps. I mean, it's not going to take them 20 laps to get you here. You got to get up in there. You got to hold your breath and hold your line all at the same time and get around this place.
Yes, sir. And question, Mike, have you ever been here at this track? And have you been here before and after the repave?
No, I have not. I've only driven by, I think it's Highway 52 or something goes right by there. I've driven by the track. I've never been in the track.
My wife and I, you know, when we were adventurous way back when, we've been married. Oh, wow. Wednesday, we will have been married for 19 years, believe it or not. But anyway,
Goodness sake,
back
congrats.
when Glatt Mom and I were adventurous before kids, we went to the Atlanta Motor Speedway before the repave. And
Yeah, that
you
would've been
want to
fun.
talk about fun.
Yeah, little slippy slidey there.
Yes, sir.
All right,
It was
last
amazing.
man on track.
And thank you, Tina. Thank you, Vodka. Appreciate that. Yep, 19 years. I can't believe I put up with that woman that long. I mean, I can't believe she's put up with me that long. I know she's listening.
That's the way it always is. All right, see what OB Dubs has got here. First lap, 24th quick.
And let's see what's going to be here for Brian Welchel. It looks like 23rd here. Yep, a little bit quicker. And thank you, Lova Jackson. And Tina, he said, be careful. She's going to get you. You know what? I promise you this, though. I won't be sleeping on the couch because she has to cuddle with something. The dog, the pillow, my daughter's Squishmallow, something. But I promise you, she's going to
What in the world is a Squishmallow?
Oh, man, don't even get me started on that.
I'm old, bro. I'm out of the loop.
For any parents who know what a Squishmallow is, my daughter's obsessed. They're like little marshmallow-looking stuffed animal things.
Oh,
with
yes,
no legs,
yes.
no arms.
Yes,
They're
yes.
just a bunch of different little designs. Pretty dang cool. She has an obsession.
Yep, I know what it is. Took me a minute.
Yeah, the new age stuffies. You're exactly right.
All right. 1 minute left, and as we said, there really is no safe place here, Adam.
Oh.
This is one of those, you're going to see the rear ends jumping around. You're going to see aero tight. You're going to see everything. You're going to see somebody get the turn 4 wall as you're coming out. You're going to see that probably more than once tonight. And with these next gens, we know how that wheel damage comes. So all these guys, I would say the top 6 in points, fairly safe. It's maybe 7.
Yeah.
But after that, those guys have to finish. They cannot be caught up in something.
Yep. It's I really don't know where to run. The lead, I've seen the lead car get taken out here. These cars are sketchy. I've watched them in practice here for an hour, and believe me, Mike, they are not comfortable. They're far from comfortable. And thank you, Gabi Moto. Appreciate that. They are swirly, no doubt about it. They're on edge constantly. So I'm just looking forward to see how tonight goes, because I can't tell you, nor do I have an opinion.
No, I said I watched ARCA cars here a couple weeks ago, and they're much more planted than these things in the rear, and they were having issues. What it does, folks, is it's a new repave. It's super speedway. It's a big thing. You think you can hammer down or you can't. If you do that, you're still going to burn the rear tires off of this, and you're going to be slip sliding all over the place. So, as I said, it can get strung out, or it may not. We just have to wait and see.
All right, so it looks like qualifying is done here, and we're going to have to wait for these cars to get gridded up here. Like a lot of cars here are already gridded up.
Yep.
All right, so.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Can't do that.
Walk back through there.
Nope, can't do that. All right, Mike. Well, let's do this. Go ahead and take her away.
All right, man. So starting on the pole tonight, we got Robert Tibbs in P1. He needed that. He and Montrose Sabine is outside row number 2. Dalton Hall, P3 right there. You see Drew Calvert needing a great finish tonight. He'll be in P4. Row 3, Ryan Fuchs into 15. Terry Litweiler in the 71. That'll bring us to row 4. That'll be Brian Zemer. He's going to need a good finish as well. Josh Newman will be outside him in P8. That'll bring us to row 5. We'll see the 57 of Charles Wilson. He'll be alongside that 26 of Tim Boyce. Row 6. There's where we'll find Eric Johnson in the 18 machine. He'll be lined up alongside Ronnie Welchel in the 62. Row 7. And that'll bring us Christopher Jones. Absolutely has to have a good finish. He'll be alongside the 20 of Cale Peterson. Also looking for it. Row 8, we'll see Jacob Ainsworth. He has dove out of the way to take his EOL. He'll be alongside Bob Rediker. Row 9, they'll see Sean Rother. He'll be alongside the 61 of Rob Williams. Row 10, that will see Jordan Massey alongside Steve Giberson. Row 11, that will bring us to David K. Forrest, I'm sorry. He'll be alongside David Duval. Row 12, Brian Welchel in the 53. He'll be alongside David Vodka. And row 13 will show us Matt Marklin in the 51. But as we know, the top 3 in points will have to take EOLs. That'll be Dalton Hall, Ainsworth, Eric Johnson. They will fall to the back and have to work their way forward.
Fantastic job there, Mike. Tried a little bit, something a little bit new here, and sorry for the little technical difficulties there of spawning inside the pace car. I don't like that car. But anyway, we figured it out here. And we're going to go around again, I'm pretty sure here. So let's get here and take a look at the weather as it sits right now, Mike. 115 degree track temp, 84 in the air. It's a hot and spicy night for racing, no doubt about it.
115.
We're going green.
Oh, we're going to go right now. We'll find out how this 115 feels.
We're on top of the flag stand right now, baby. Let's get it going. Green flag in the air. We're going to see what the flag man sees. As they're heading side by side down into turn 1 for the first time. Looks like Robert Tibbs going to go ahead and take the lead as Montrose has the 15 underneath him here. Will the inside line get organized here quickly, or will the outside line get a nice run here out of turn number 4? We're going to have to see here. Looks like it's evening out just a little bit. Here comes the 43 of Drew Calvert now. Trying to close up the gap to the 10. He's going to need Terry Litweiler, though.
Yeah, what you will see, the top lane is hard to beat here once they get it organized. But what you'll see, folks, is cars will get huge runs down the hill off the corner, and they'll have to take them to keep track position. Sometimes they can get 2-3 cars at once. I mean, just shoot to the bottom. But great start out of this front 5 right here with Tibbs, Fuchs, Zemer, Wilson, and Christopher Jones able to make his way up into the top 5.
Yeah, looking here off the back of Tibbs. Let's take a look. Woo! We got him strung out here on the bottom. The outside line, Mike, is not doing what I thought I was going to do here. I thought the energy was going to come back to the outside lane. It is not. It is far from done here. There's Terry Litweiler as we're on board with him. Looking to the outside, Montrose leading the outside lane, Mike, with Calvert and Newman in tow. Outside lane not doing anything. Here goes Christopher Jones down to the outside. Going to see what he can do here.
Yeah, he's going to try to pick up Montrose, see if those two can get some energy built. The outside just not building, and as I said, that's normally where you want to be when you're trying to move forward, is outside, even though there is no escape route to the outside. So it's a little more chances, but usually, which is crazy right now, but usually it's got the momentum. So we just have to wait, see if these guys are just feeling it out a little bit before they really start to roll. There's your trouble spot right there.
That's it. That's why I put a camera up there, Mike. I want to see it when it happens. right,
Christopher seems to have a pretty stout machine, but you see these things,
Yeah.
they're already dancing off the corner.
Yeah, they are. As we look on board here, we need to get on board with Ian Montrose as he's trying to follow the 39, bobbing and weaving here in front of him. I wouldn't say energy is among them as far as the top side goes, but they've definitely closed up a little bit on the inside line here as Christopher Jones is now side by side with third place in line, Brian Seamer. Now here comes Charles Wilson up into the mix.
I'm going to make you a bet. I'm going to bet Montrose will leave Jones if he doesn't figure out, please run in the middle, not all the way up against the wall. That's where these guys want to run. That's where he wants him to run. You see right there, he wanted to give him a push, but he was too high, a little off-center, and he could not give him the push there. So look for stuff like that as the night goes, because he's not going to want to go all the way up there.
Around goes Christopher Jones!
No!
Outside line destroyed. Ronnie Welchel involved. Charles Wilson, extensive nose damage here on the right front. Dalton Hall involved. Eric Johnson, he's messed up here on the left front. The parking lot.
Oh, Boyce, Markland. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, though. He did not want him splitting that seam, well, the lines. He wanted him in the second lane, and I think he just meant to get up there behind him. I think that's just a mistimed movement right there, but this is what we see. I mean, that's if he would have came down where he could have got a push, they could have probably went to the front.
Well, you know what? We're going to look here from the chopper cam. We've got to. And we're going to ride along here. Well, not ride along, but we're going to look above Drew Calvert's cars. He was pretty much the first one in the incident here, other than Montrose and Jones, of course. You can see the 43 on the bottom. I mean, underneath the 10, goes up the track, gets into him there, and then track blocker.
Yeah, oh boy. That's what you get here, though. It's almost always a track blocker, but Calvert cannot afford this. I mean, he's only 5 points to the good. Gotta hope he's not damaged too bad.
Let's get on board here with Ronnie Walsh. We'll see what he sees as he was on the outside line behind Josh Newman.
Oh, yeah, that's secondary contact kind of hard there. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, now let's ride on board here with Ian Montrose.
See with the wheel. I think he thought he was okay to come up, but when he did, he just scraped across that bumper. You know he didn't want to do it intentionally because there it is. It's right in his lap.
All right, and then one more view here, and of course it's going to be from the rear of Christopher Jones' 39 machine.
Oh, that was minimal contact on the back that made that thing happen. My
air,
goodness.
Completely air.
Yeah. Yep. I know Christopher trying to stay safe there, but, needed to get down just a little bit. That's the danger if you get up there. As it says in the chat, you cannot push on the left side of any vehicle, basically. I mean, trucks, any of them. You really can't push the left side. It's rough on them.
That's right. And you know what? I'm not going to blame anybody here, but...
No. There's no blame.
Listen, if there's any drivers here in the chat, communication is key here. Montrose entered the corner a half a lane lower than Christopher Jones did, which means he was showing Christopher Jones, hey, we need to be down here. And also, I understand, you're a half a lane low, but you need to communicate that in the race chat. Say, hey, look, we need to be running down here. Because that's how things happen. Because now, ultimately, Mike, he's on his left rear. So if you don't relay that during race chat, how's he going to know?
Well, and that's what I was talking about right before that. I mean, I think if Montrose could have got down below him and tried to pass him, he would have, just to show, I know they're trying to be safe. I know they're not trying to throw any stupid side drafts hard right now. I get it. But to make any move, you need to get down there. That's where you need to be running.
Communication is key here, and that was non-communication wise, and that's, I mean, it's probably going to cost somebody a playoff spot.
Agreed.
You can't
absolutely agreed.
You can't be oblivious. You got to communicate, especially if the guy you're pushing is in the outside lane here.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nowhere to get away out there.
No. He's going up the track. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's going up the track. Let's get ready to go again here, side by side with the green flag coming out here. It's going to be the 15 and the 19 side by side as they take them down the front stretch here, getting up to speed.
Yeah, Fuchs got away.
Yes, sir, he did. He timed it perfect,
That might be a little
Mike.
far. Yeah, he timed it great.
But I don't know. He's making strides here. I'm telling you that. He is on the move. Up there by himself, battling for the lead. Now, it's not going to last here. He's going to drop back. 57 needs to get up there and give him a push here. Here he comes.
Yeah, Wilson along with Rediker, they need to make a little hay. This outside line, as I said, I've called a lot of races here, and it is usually just super, super strong. But that may be after the tires wear out. Let the tires get a little bit of heat on them there, and then we should start seeing the top. It's usually very, very powerful.
Here goes Terry Litweiler. Well, he's up a little high here on the bottom. He's thinking about it, Mike. He's thinking about it. He's like, oh, should I do it here?
Definitely debating on it. The reason it gets so powerful, folks, is after a while, the tires will wear out on the bottom a little bit. You have to just burp the car a little bit. On the outside, you can it's a little more throttle time, and it will usually prevail. We'll just have to wait and see if that happens.
And here comes Jordan Massey back up through the chaos here as he is fourth in line on the bottom. Up 14 positions, Mike, from where he started in 19th place here. So moves have been made by Massey, no doubt about it, and he is coming up through the pack.
Yeah, he showed he had some good speed in the car, so maybe it's feeling okay for him. There you go. Fuchs able to work his way back into line here. I don't think he wants any part of the bottom right now, but he might not have a choice.
No, sir, he doesn't. Not as of right now. There's nothing happening on the top side, so you're just going to have to do it. Oh, as we got some issues back here between Dalton Hall and Bob Rediker. Looks like Bob Rediker ran Dalton Hall up the wall just a little bit there. We'll get it figured out. Dalton with a beautiful paint scheme here.
I certainly did not think we would see a secondary pack at this little of a track, but there is a secondary pack back there, and that's surprising to me. There's enough of them to keep pace as well.
Well, Dalton Hall's trying to make some hay right here as he's on the outside of Steve Giberson. He's actually making moves on the high side. He's getting down, side drafting them here. I know it's a little early. I'm the guy in the booth. I am not the guy in the car, so they do what they want to do, and I just call it how we see it.
Yeah, that's absolutely what he's doing. He's able to make room. This is what I'm talking about. If you get 4 or 5 guys up here, running the same line, you can absolutely... Oh, wow. That was a quick move by Dalton Hall right there.
Man, look at this. By himself has worked his way back up inside the top 10 here. All pretty much top 5. He's 5th place right now. And look, he's putting a 3 wide here underneath Fuse.
Get it done quick. Get it done quick.
He did.
There we go.
Yeah, he got it done quick. He's going to single-handedly here make his way up to the lead with some side drafts. What an impressive run here. Ballsy run, I might say, for Dalton Hall. Look at this.
Yeah,
outside, almost outside of Robert Tips here.
Yeah, it did not take him very long. This will show you how much checking up is going on down on the bottom. I mean, the handling, it's probably not terrible yet, but it's probably starting to feel it a little bit. So.
Yes, sir. Oh,
he's loose. He's loose. Oh, Hang on, boys.
Something about that outside line, Mike. Something about the outside line. As soon as he made it up there, around they went again. That's the second time somebody's done that to the outside of the leader.
Yeah, something about it. He just got loose on his own, it looked like. I don't think he got a bump entering the corner.
Whew. Well, you know what? We're going to have to take a look here. We've got a chopper cam. We've got a chopper in the air right now, ready to take a look. And that's what we're going to do yeah, there we are with Dalton Hall. And let's take a look here. What happened?
Wow, crazy.
Okay, so Fuchs to the outside here behind Dalton Hall. And just gets loose. Around he goes.
Yeah, just crazy.
No fault from Fuchs at all. It's the air. I mean, there's just no air between the wall and the car to the inside. Nothing.
No, that's a little bit crazy. Hello, Rob Hamilton Gaming. How we?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, that's a little bit odd, man. And we got some takers on pit road. We got a lot of takers on pit road.
Yes, sir. You better believe it. Tibbs staying out though. But here comes Christopher Jones right now. A lot of tore-up race cars already tonight. Like I said early on in the show, Mike, we were discussing the top 10 in points. It may not look like they do right now.
No. Well, Tibbs has got his extra point for leading the lap right now, so that's going to help him. He's right there on the cut line. I think I said he was 4 points. No, he was 6. I'm sorry. 6 points ahead of Christopher Jones. That's
right. And you know what? So tonight is the end of the regular season. We move into the playoffs. And I don't know if you've looked at the schedule, but do you know what next week is?
I did not look.
I forgot. It is Martinsville, my guy. It is Martinsville. Hey.
Oh, the yikes.
We like to throw monkey wrenches into the plans here. You can't just run around on a nice little oval here and, have fun. This thing is all about attrition here at Outcast.
Yeah, nothing better than having to press the brake pedal about 250 times next week.
Something about that. Yep. Something like that.
Now, that track is great. You can get great racing, but every time I've ever been one in a league race, people just don't understand braking points. I don't know. It just gets to be a mess. But as much as these guys practice, they'll have it down. They'll get it figured out.
How's your good old buddy Dave doing so far there, Rob? Man. I don't know if he wants to talk about it. You talking about David Vodka, right?
He's up there.
Yeah, he's looking clean so far. You know, we've already had 2 cautions here tonight, and both of them were cars with extensive damage. And Rob, we both had before we get to Brock, we both accidents here were on the outside line at the leader, battling for the lead here. So something about that air just is not right tonight. And Brock the Troll said, I like Martinsville, but it's unpredictable. I like Vegas and Auto Club, though. Yeah, those are going to be good as well. And my pick for the championship, Mike, is Chicagoland. That is my all-time favorite track here on iRacing. And
love it.
In any racetrack in the United States, as far as NASCAR is concerned, it is Chicagoland. So I'm glad that Mark and Eric and the other admins chose Chicagoland for the championship.
Well, that's a tire eater, old school, mile and a half. So yes, that's a good one. Vegas, I love it. Love Auto Club as well.
And here we go. Back green at it again. Tibbs, Fuchs. And here comes Rob Williams as he is second in line on the inside here.
There we go, Rob.
Good job, Mr. Williams.
two early cautions here, Adam. Do you think they get in line and put some laps down, or are we going to get after it? What are we going to do here?
Well, we didn't learn our lesson the first time. Do you think we learned it the second time?
I didn't see any lessons learned. Let's put it that way.
Well, we're going to see here now, won't we? Rob going up just a little bit here. Staying in line. Everybody pretty much staying in line here. Here's Steve Giberson on the outside line with David Vodka, Jacob Ainsworth in tow, and Drew Calvert as well. Hopefully, Drew. It looks like Drew Calvert got his damage fixed.
Yeah, looks okay.
And
one thing I didn't talk about, Adam, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
No, you're
but
good.
You watch these guys enter the corner and you'll see one car kind of shoot up a little bit.
Yeah.
The visibility behind the lead car is terrible. I mean, you can't see anything really. And then this isn't Dega or all that. I mean, these corners come up in a hurry. You got to really be cognizant of where you are.
And I'm going to say pretty much let off here. I mean, I don't know if these cars can go around full throttle here and stay hooked to the bottom, especially when they're battling side by side like Giberson is with Matt Markland.
No, you're not even able to do that in the trucks. You'll get the tires will start to let go. You'll get wicked loose. And then, of course, the aero on the front, you don't have anything on the front either. So you'll go from tight, the tires will catch, and then you're snapping loose.
Well, hey, let's take a ride on here with Jacob Ainsworth, if we can find him here. Yeah, there we go. Got him up on the webcam here, so he's going to take us on a ride on the high side, believe it or not, as he's right behind David Vodka. Kind of trying to keep his distance here as Vodka's moving down. Now Ainsworth, he's got clean track up ahead, so watch, he's going to just, the energy he's got now. Oh, you can see he's very loose into turn number 4.
Yeah, you can hear the tires just all alone. That is unbelievable. I don't know.
And you can't sleep on the wheel now. I'm telling you, these things will go around. All right, now let's take a look here. Now that he's got different aero on the bottom, let's see what happens. You got to let out just a little bit here as it crosses the double white line. Looks pretty solid. I mean, it's a little sketchy, don't get me wrong, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Very competitive.
Yeah, being on the bottom, I mean, being with a little less air on the front will take away your looseness condition, but as I said, eventually you'll just get tight, and then the wheels will catch when you're not ready for it, and you're snapping.
Looking at the flag stand here. We're the flagmen tonight. So here they come around the start-finish line. What I'm talking about.
That's a great look. You can see the differences in who's committing and who's not. See how far they got separated right there in just one corner. Yeah. So they're starting to lift right now.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Rob Williams grab a win tonight. That'd be awesome. And as we look here, Charles Wilson looks like he's got the damage fixed. We got some binoculars on our in our spotter stand tonight, so we're able to get zoomed in as Eric Johnson. He's still got a little bit of damage on his car, not too much though, just mainly in the front. No, looks like he's got it fixed. Oh, he's got a little bit on the left front still.
Just a scratch. We ought to be able to deal with that. And here goes Dalton Hall again. He said, I don't care.
Yep.
I was loose. Here I come some more.
Still got some damage on the left front to get fixed here, but it doesn't look like it's hurting him too bad. And JKKSR got sick today, couldn't race. Officially missed the playoffs. Good luck, fellas. Man, that sucks.
Yeah, well, Mr. Kelly, sorry about that, bud.
Yeah, I hope you get to feeling better, my friend, and hope you enjoy the racing tonight. Been a little chaotic here.
Yeah, just a little, just a little.
Some good battles going on back here, but the main thing here, Ryan Fuchs out front. As we look off the back of the 15 of Ryan Fuchs, I believe we have him here. There we go, right there. Ryan Fuchs getting his webcam out tonight.
Now, see, he's still kind of running it like the old school track. Take it out a little bit, bring it down to the bottom. See if he does it next corner as well. I've seen several guys try to run it that way. You're not out as far making the biggest arc, but just a little bit of an arc as we enter there and then drift it to the bottom. I see a lot of guys try to drive. Got somebody in the wall back there. Might be Dalton Hall again.
Oh, we got it
around.
And that's going to be, that looked like David Vodka to me. Yes, it is. David Vodka around the green. Stays out, though. Still under green. For some reason, somehow, the green is still out. We're going to take a look here at what happened to David Vodka. Oh, Dalton Hall just shoots up the track here and comes back down loose and gets into David Vodka. Nowhere for David to go.
Ah, poor David. That's going to at least cost him a lap.
I'm surprised. Yeah. Yep. WBL. I am really surprised here. No caution came out for that, as he was clearly stopped on the racing surface.
Yeah, just received word iRacing out getting a sandwich right there. I'm not real sure exactly what that was about.
That's right. Called him on the radio, and they said, "We're eating ice cream.
We're having ice cream." Yeah, that's odd.
And here comes Kel Peterson, though. Kel Peterson now up in the 7th place. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We're going to see if he can maybe move up, as there's not really a distinct line here, Mike. They're not really running a distinct line.
No, some of these guys are just going where their car is comfortable, you know. It's, I don't know. There's several ways to run it, and I'm just shocked. I'm going to be shocked all night if this outside line does not come to life, because that is normally what we see. It just, we have not been able to see it yet.
Oh, believe me, it's come to life.
Boy, it's alive. Don't get me wrong.
It's alive, and it's biting people tonight. Well, we got some things happening here. Here goes Rob Williams to the outside.
Yeah, he wanted to test the paint job a little bit there out of 4. Zemer on the move.
Yeah, he is running that outside line. Yeah, we're going to see. Oh, we're going to see if Rob Williams can connect here with him and maybe push him up. And hopefully we don't have some looseness here from the 55. Oh, now he's moving back down to the bottom. I think that's a wise decision.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think Rob's either starting to feel a little tight, or he's just scared of that snappy loose. He just feels like the car is loose.
Yes.
Keeps kind of drifting up the track there.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of damage on the right front to speak of here, and nobody to the outside to help him right now. Yeah, he's going to drop back. Kel Peterson moved up just a little bit trying to help him, but it's going to be single file for now.
You see, boys, he's able to stay tagged on after his early damage, and maybe.
WBL 300 says it is pushing a little bit in 3. They're starting to push a little bit in 3, which I completely agree. And that's just the characteristics. I mean, it's like that in the trucks, and they're a little bit slower than these Cup cars.
Yeah, the trucks will get, they're just weird. They go from loose to tight. Just the aero matters, you know, that spoiler so much.
All right, we're going to see here on board with Kel Peterson, as we're going to see what he's dealing with. Well,
listen to those tires.
Yeah, they're screaming, Mike, and he had to, you know, you get out of the throttle just a little bit to make it rotate. So if you're not getting out of the throttle, it's definitely Gonna get tight there, and David Vonica says he's out with a tow and 7 minutes of damage.
Sorry, David.
Yeah,
Just an innocent bystander there. Well, like I said, this is just one of those tracks. I mean, Fuchs, he's actually trying to gap these guys a little bit. I mean, you can't really do it here, but
right.
This is about as big a gap as you'll see out front.
Well, here goes Tibbs to the outside. What is Tibbs going to do here? He's going to try to make the pass happen on Ryan Fuchs. Will anybody go with him? Or will we see another little thing happen here on the outside as we head down to the turn 3? Oh, here comes the 18 now to the outside.
Kel Peterson going to try to maybe stay on the bottom. Zemer can't decide. Kale's going to make that decision for him.
Kale to the bottom. Underneath Zemer. That put him 3 wide there briefly. As Eric Johnson now pushes Tibbs. Oh, Ryan Fuchs now battling back underneath. Easy, boy. That was a risky move there.
Yes. Yeah, that one kind of surprised me they'd even move down anyway. I figured, you know, the biggest run they got and the way the handling is right now, they'd want to stay up.
Oh, Fuchs a little loose right there coming out of 2 with the non-intentional side draft from the 18. Up 51 of Matthew Markland. Yep, Markland in the wall a little bit. Mr. I'm going to stay back there and stay out of the chaos, and look at him. He is in the chaos.
He's right there, and I think Ainsworth kind of followed him into the wall a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, the air will do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, no lessons learned so far, Mr. Gladad. We are racing now.
Yes, sir, we are. I'm liking it. As Dalton Hall's got a black flag here. Went off track, came back on track, went down pit road, and got a black flag. As Miss Tibble in the chat saying, woohoo! Giggity, giggity. Now, is that giggity, is that in Glenn Quagmire's voice from Family Guy? That's what I want to know.
It has to be, man.
Oh, of course. Oh, okay.
Giggity, giggity, goo.
All right, that was it. That's all you're getting tonight.
David K4 is getting up. Oh, that's Rother. I'm sorry, getting up out of the road there.
Yep, Sean Rother. Oh, he's got extensive damage on the left front there. As Tibbs still leading the way. Eric Johnson doing a great job keeping him out there for now. But man, Mike, are they moving around? The cars are moving around, and I don't think it's of choice, of anybody's choice here.
No, these things are dancing, man. I mean, this is prom night right now. They are out dancing right now. Just, you see the line, it gets straight for a moment, then it's just, it's all over the place. My God, where is everyone? I mean, crazy. But 116-degree track temp's not helping that at all.
No, sir, definitely not. And here we go. There's Dalton Hall to the high side here. He's going to try to stay out of the way here as Johnson's 3 wide in the middle. Come on, baby, make it through. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we made it.
Sure, that looked like he had about 1.5 inches.
And it looks like Kel Peterson made the pass happen on Eric Johnson. It's going to put him up in the 3rd place now as we got Ryan Fuchs closing up the gap here to the back of the 19. Now, Miss Tibble, you know I am a huge fan of Robert Tibbs. So if he wins tonight, that's going to be pretty awesome.
But how about Fuchs, man? I mean, Fuchs, he's not letting anybody get away today. This is just a great run out of Ryan right now. Probably just Kirsty.
Oh, we got something happening back there. I see some
A
smoke.
little smoke.
We got it figured out, though. We got it figured out.
I mean, look at the sparks coming out from under these things. They're so low. They ride so hard off that diffuser.
My question is, Mike, now, this may be stupid, and I may not know what I'm talking about, but the diffusers, the whole car underneath there is a diffuser, correct?
Yeah, just on the rear side, there's a large diffuser between the rear wheels that pulls the car down to the track.
So what's sparking it if they're carbon fiber?
No idea. Maybe they got some bracing or something on. I'm not sure, but it's got to be what's hitting first. It's got to be.
Man, it's getting racy up front. Well, it's been racy for a little while now. But just no one can hold a line here. It's not of their doing. I've seen plenty of drafting tracks here with the Outcast guys. They hold a very gorgeous line, but man, this just the characteristics of this track. We got worn tires now. The top two of Tibbs and Fuchsia have not pitted yet. Oh, Eric Johnson up and into the wall. Eric Johnson goes, just chasing it up the track.
Well, see, and that's another thing you don't talk about with the diffuser. When you're following behind other cars, the diffuser, it throws tons of dirty air on the front of the car, but not as much underneath the car to keep the downforce where it needs to be. So
yeah,
that's another reason these guys have big issues trying to pass right now too. They can't just throw it out there.
More here with Eric Johnson as he's trying to regain his composure here. Kind of working his way back up through the field. Currently sitting in the 8th position right now. Got Kel Peterson right behind him. Them boys behind that.
He's going to try the extreme high.
Yeah, and he had Kel Peterson following him as well. I like it up there. Hey, if you can run that high line, oh, look at that. Look at that momentum he's grabbing here. Eric Johnson now going to work his way around the outside of Brian Welchel. And these guys are battling for points here. So, I mean, I think, you know, Johnson's secure. Of course, he's in the lead. Welchel sitting 4th or 5th here in the points. So they're secure, but man, anything can happen here. Anything can happen.
Anything at any moment, but Ainsworth hanging out inside there, that's helping Johnson, that's helping Peterson. They're able to get a little bit of a tug, hit Zemer as well. They're all trying to come to the front right here.
Yeah, Zemer's running the high side, just like you just said a moment ago. And that's allowing the 18, the 20, the 26, and the 61 back up there.
Zemer way up high again.
And we're over halfway here in this race, folks. So I'm looking for some pit stops to start happening.
Yeah, we know they took them a little early on that second caution. Everybody came down, so they can probably do, you know, quite a while later, but it just depends when they want to get some new treads on these things. New shoes.
How about Tibbs leading this way? Over halfway in this race. Oh, here comes Ainsworth now looking to the high side. Easy there, Ainsworth. Easy there. As we look to the outside now. Yes, we can turn the camera whichever way we want. And boy, oh boy, does it look sketchy.
It is sketchy. I don't think it just looks it. But yeah, like you said, Tibbs leading. He got the pole. He's led laps. That's 2 extra points. Looking for some more points. That means doing what he needs to do to make the playoffs. I'm sorry to hear that, Ian. I hadn't paid enough attention. Yeah, it was a little rough there.
This track will definitely collect you. Whether you're cautious or not, whether you're leading or not. I mean, obviously, we've only had 2 cautions in this race, Mike, and both of them were from the lead on the outside. So,
yeah, I mean, you're not safe anywhere here.
No,
you're just
you're not.
Tibbs trying to pull his best Joey Logano, block both lanes, keep his momentum, then figure out where he wants to go.
Well, Tibbs is a great super speedway racer. I mean, this is the first time I've seen Robert Tibbs up here leading by any means.
Well, he's found a line that he really likes right here. He's feeling comfortable. Like I said, he's just trying to throw air on both lanes. That's what he's trying to do, the old Joey Logano.
Well, we're on lap 62 coming to 63, and he's about to leave lap 50. So that's quite a little momentum he's got here building.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, looks fantastic. Ryan tried everything he can. He thought about a crossover, but he never pulled the trigger. He's still thinking about it.
Well, Mike, since we're side by side here, what do you think about entering the roar zone?
I'm all for it, baby.
Awesome,
Let it fly.
Man. Here we go, folks, going to the roar zone. Not too shabby, not too shabby.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Well, we're getting single filed out just a little bit here. Maybe some pit stops strategies happening. Oh, Ainsworth to the high side. And up the wall. Of course, that's going to put him up to the wall. That air that he got pushed down into was nasty on the outside of the 20 of Kel Peterson. Oh, man. Tim Boyce hard in the wall. Oh, his day is done. Nasty right front damage for him. Yeah, the wheel's not even spinning. Tim Boyce with a repair flag there. Yeah, as soon as WBL said Boyce said looking fast, he went up the wall.
Wasn't us up time, Tim?
Yeah, that's his fault. It's WBL's fault.
Yep. I mean, the attrition train has already hit this group. I mean, this lead pack's only, what, about 10 deep?
Yeah.
Somewhere like, I mean, 25 starters. That'd show you how many guys have sustained some damage or they're just staying the heck out of the way.
Matthew Martin looked very, very loose here as Brian Zimmer's on the back of him. Back bumper here. Look, he's still loose. And we'll take a look here. Looking off the back bumper of Matthew Markman. Boy, was he loose in both ends of the track here with the 55 in tow.
I think there's several guys that are probably feeling that same thing, looking for a caution. But I mean, if we don't get, you can't just come down right now, or you're going to lose a lap, possibly more. I mean,
yes, sir.
You just got to stick it out. I mean, you're up here, you got to hang on to it. Feathering through the beginning of the trial, well, that shows he is loose.
Coming down pit road. Here comes Robert Tibbs. Tibbs coming down.
He's led a lot, so he would need the most amount of fuel. So
we're going to see here, no speeding on pit road there, 19. Don't want to give it all the way. Okay, looking pretty good there. As he get down to speed, yeah, no penalty there for Robert Tibbs as we move back up on track. We're going to have some more pit stops here.
Yeah, but I don't know if they can get down.
Oh, I don't know. Yep, 33 if Sean Rother was there. 51 up the track. Here goes Kel Peterson now passing for the lead. Kel Peterson going to go up there and lead.
Going to get him a point when he needs it.
Well, this will be a pretty easy point for him, though.
Absolutely. And I've got to reset everything. I don't know what my TV's talking about. Hang on. My TV decided it didn't want to be in HDMI mode anymore.
It happens.
It's crazy.
It happens, believe me. And, man, Tim, I hate you're out of the race there, bud. Yeah. Looks like you just turned right up into the wall.
Yeah, that's what we were wondering. Everybody's starting to lose the rears, and then all of a sudden you're tight, and then the rears are gone, then you're tight again. These guys all trying to trap Tibbs and Williams, Fuchs all a lap down right here. If they get a caution, they might be able to do that. Those boys would have to take the wave around.
I mean, Tibbs out there by himself, 3.5 seconds back is Rob Williams, and then looks like Williams and Fuchs, their nose to tail, they're about to barrel down on Robert Tibbs like he's sitting still. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he had a great pit stop here. Let me see. Yeah, Tibbs had a great pit stop. Rob Williams had the fastest pit stop at under 45 seconds. But, you know, whether you have a fast pit stop or not, if you come out, you don't have any help, you're sitting duck, no doubt about it.
Yeah, not going to help. Not going to help.
I mean, if we look off the back of Robert Tibbs, you see those two guys right there. That's a battle for position here. That's going to be probably the battle for the lead here.
Yeah, those two should be able to keep enough momentum. I don't know, going back and forth like that, maybe not, but got to watch the gap here.
They're still closing. Regardless of what they do versus him, their two cars are always faster, even if they're not a straight in line.
And they're about 12 seconds from getting 2 laps. These boys don't pit.
Well, Kell, Matt Marklin, Zemer, Johnson, Wilson, Welchel, Ainsworth, still out right now. They can go quite a bit longer though than Tibbs. Tibbs,
yeah.
Fuchs, they did not pit until lap 69. So these other guys, they last pitted on lap 19 during that last caution. So they're able to go almost 20 laps further.
Yeah, I said if they get a caution here, that'll put Tibbs in a very precarious situation. I mean, he could probably get a wave around, but he's going to be on used tires.
Well, just hopefully this thing plays out here. As I mean, it's going to be Tibbs, Williams, Fuchs. They're going to be the first ones laps down.
Loser right now is Christopher Jones. He's probably knocked out right now. I mean, he was the last man with a chance. I mean, the closest guy with a chance. I think he's probably knocked out right now. Oh, sorry, I see Tank Man in there now in the chat. Don't mean to bring up the bad news, but I think that's the first man that's going to be out. So that'll give Tibbs a little bit of a buffer, but this is getting precarious for these guys. The one thing helping is these guys aren't running nose to tail.
Well, Zemer led that lap. Zemer trying to battle for the lead here. Here comes Eric Johnson back. Not helping either one of them. He's staying to the middle of the lane here to try to get some clean air. And you know what that clean air does? Helps the car rotate.
Yes, sir.
He's going to have some great momentum here on the high side now. Just got to be very, very careful, very picky at the line you take now with these worn tires, because I guarantee these things are on edge right now.
Guaranteed these guys are feeling it right now. And that's why Eric's probably looking for a little clean air. Hopefully it'll, help him. But Zemer's like, nah, I'll go up here, put a little on the nose. Maybe I can get you messed up.
Well, Zemer having a nice run here. Matt Marklin also having a nice run. And
Charles Wilson having a nice run.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson got caught up in that very first incident here on lap, I believe it was 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, lap 10. Had some nose damage, still has nose damage. I can see the right front wheel still sticking out. But here he is running in the 6th position. So all in all, I mean, Christian is key, and he's bringing that wreckage up through the field.
Yeah, and you see Bob Redeker, I think I saw running at the tail of this. He's 16 laps down, but 5 more laps, he'll pick up 2 more spots. So he's running this for points.
Look back up here. Kel Peterson still leading the way as of now. When will they pit? Like I said, the leaders, Robert Tibbs. Oh, here we go. Now they're coming down pit road.
Go.
Gonna see here. Very cautious here coming down pit road. Oh, and then Kel Peterson.
Oh, no.
And black flag for Kel Peterson. Brian Welch will have an issue.
sliding.
Yeah, Welch will having an issue here.
Oh, that hurts Cale.
Yep, he's got to hold. He's going to have to do a 40-second hold here. Too fast. Entering on pit road. That is a 40-second hold. Well, it depends on how fast you were going. Minimum 40 seconds. So he's going to be somewhere around the 51, 52 seconds down in his box. Here comes Brian Zemer now. Nice, cautious, right where he needs to be. As we got Eric Johnson now coming out. Still green flag conditions. But Drew Calvert now in the lead with Steve Giberson.
Calvert could use a point here.
And Ronnie Welch. Here's the 43. We got him pulled up on the webcam as well. Looking good. He's got 55-inch screens there, Mike. Triple 55s.
Well, like you said, you can't hide money, folks, and there it is. Triple 55s. You ought to be able to see where he's going. To think I started doing this on a laptop screen, 17-inch laptop. I'm sorry, 19-inch laptop. Here they come down. Got his point.
Right, it's all that matters here. Iverson coming down as well. Here comes Ronnie Welchel. He's going to follow. And then Brian Zemer back out. He's going to take the lead away. When they come back around, of course.
Yeah, in this group, all that time we saw Tibbs, Fuchs, and Wilson, and I'm sorry, I think it was the 61 of Williams. They were separated. That's cost Tibbs the lead here. I mean, they're going to be roughly
4 seconds.
watching his time just go down, go up, go down, go up. Yeah, somewhere around 4 seconds behind. So it cost them that much time, trying to get hooked back up.
Oh, Steve Giberson too fast entering pit road. Or leaving pit road, one or the other. Let's see, Steve Giberson. Yep, Steve's on track now. So looks like too fast exiting here. So it's going to come back down. He's going to have to pit again. What a turn of events there for Steve Giberson.
No good. No good.
As Zemer, Johnson, Markland, and Ainsworth had really good pit stops here. They were able to stay together.
Yeah, even Zemer pitting by himself. That's surprising. He's able to come out and pick up front end of this. That's pretty exceptional work. They're going to be very, very hard to catch.
Yeah, as we look here, Tibbs leading the way with Fuchs. And who is that? Charles Wilson in tow. And they are actually losing ground, believe it or not. Tibbs now 5 seconds. Almost, 5.3 now from Jacob Antwerp. So just losing ground left and right. They've got to do something here. Oh, it's Sean Rother.
Oh, my God.
That scared me.
Wow. Yeah, Tibbs and them, they need Peterson, Williams, and all that to catch up to them. They need as much help as they can get with Welch and all that. But they can't wait for them to catch up. That's the problem.
Yeah, these 5 drivers right here. Well, I mean, we got Jordan Massey right here. He is up there with the leaders. So the top 4, that is 1st through 4th. And then Jordan Massey currently being scored in the 14th position. And Massey is 3 laps down. So he's just adding to the momentum train here. And Tibbs, 6 seconds now. 6 seconds back. So they're dropping way back quickly here.
Yeah, they're just not able to stay hooked together. I mean, they got to get nose to tail and get to digging here. Or they're gonna be in trouble. This is spread out far enough. I wouldn't be counting on a caution at this point.
Yeah. Tow. I mean, all they can do is stay tucked into one another. You know, Mike, you're a racer. I'm not. What do we think about the 19 maybe dragging a little bit of brake here to clear that bubble out between him and the 15? You know, being nose to tail a whole lot faster than having that bubble between you.
I mean, yeah, that would work. I just don't know. You got to get him back there somehow. And we know that bubble with that diffuser is there, but they got to get closer together. Period. Somehow, some way. So yeah, if you need to do that, that's fine. I mean, if these cars are just unable to pull up, but you see, if you keep trying to pull up there,
they are unable to pull up. They've just got a bubble that you really can't get by unless you maybe drag a little bit of brake, or you've got the drivers that are behind you trying to push. If they somehow connect together, then that breaks the bubble. But riding like that,
this is going to help right here if they'll hook on right here. I just don't know if Kale will.
Well, Kale's a lap down. He doesn't have a choice.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't look up there. That's true.
Yeah. Kale's a lucky dog. He can't risk anything happening here. Ow!
Oh!
That's Ryan Fuchs goes around through the grass. He's a lawnmower right now, coming back up on track.
Will it be yellow?
Nope. He's going to keep going here. We stay green with 21 laps to go. Oh, man, that's going to crush Robert Tibbs' momentum, because look where Robert Tibbs is. He's back separated once again.
Yeah, they need to get squared up. You're right, Miss Tibble. That is a fact, but that's really going to hurt for a couple laps here until Charles can get caught up.
Now, he'll be caught up here as they head down into turn number 1, but you got to be easy here. He can't just get up there and push him. It's going to get too loose for the 19, and he'll end up going around as well.
Yeah, I couldn't have pushed him where he caught him anyway, entering the corner.
And now, Kel Peterson's going to get up to the back bumper here of the 57, hopefully get him up there and get him a push. I'd like to see these guys right here go up there and try to battle for the lead. I mean, like, we're almost in single digits here, less than 20 laps to go.
I'd like to see the gap just come down. That would be good.
Well, it's grown now. 7 seconds of a gap. Zemer still out front, though, being pushed by Eric Johnson. Well, not being followed by Eric Johnson, Matt Markland, and Jacob Ainsworth. That's your top 4 right now.
Just checking my scoring. Well, these guys, they're safe right now, no doubt. The gap is 7.5, and it's not really coming down. Just a 10th here, maybe a 10th there. We do not have enough time left for that. I can't decide if Johnson wants to try to take the lead or if he's just trying to save a little tires, run a little higher. Trying to get somebody to go with it.
I think it's a matter of time. It's too early to move right now. Too early to move.
Agreed. Hey, shout out Matt Marklin. He was just going to stay at the back and not mess with it. There he is.
Yeah, Matt having a pretty good run tonight, believe it or not.
Very, very good run.
Yes, Baseball 1 has been a rocket ship tonight, no doubt about it. And he finds himself here sitting in third place with coming to 15 laps to go. Anything can happen here. I'd like to see old Matt Marklin go up there and grab him a win here in the Outcast. That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely. That'd be wonderful. And you know, with Spaceball 1, if he wins, we're going to have to say, give us some Paul. We need some Paul.
Well, if he's going to go up there and win, he's going to need to use the farce.
Absolutely. The Schwartz.
The Schwartz, yeah. All right, so we see the top four here, followed by Jordan Massey. Now let's take a look back a little bit further. Hey, the gap has come down. We're under 7 seconds now, but 7 seconds of a gap here is really hard to come by, hard to pick up here.
They got to knock off a half a second a lap to catch them.
But they got a big crowd here, so they aren't closing up. I mean, they closed up 2/10 here in half a lap, so they're on the move. 6.4 seconds now.
That's where I'd be trying to do it in that second lane. Just keep it pinned. Just run as high as you can with as much throttle as you got.
Right, yep, middle lane. It's exactly right. You're not as tight, and you can just go with it, baby. Go with it.
Need a 61 to tighten it up just a bit.
Bubba Jackson in the chat.
Oh, of course.
Always 18. And yeah, Johnson getting that clean air into the corners. Oh yeah, it helps that rotation. I'm sure he's going to try to fight for the clean air here when we get down to just a couple of laps to go. He'll be there trying to take the lead away from the 55. You best believe that. But it's a little too early to be making that move here because, you know, we know for a fact here, Mike, that the leader always gets taken advantage of with about lap to go, 2 laps, 3 laps to go. The lead is not where you want to be, unless you got buddies behind you.
Well, the question is, if you haven't won in this league, are you going to push him to the win, or are you going to go try to win it? He's got to have a dancing partner at some point.
Well, that's true. I mean, Eric Johnson is leading the points right now. Brian Seamers, he's in the playoffs. He's up high enough that I think he's secured enough.
Yeah, and I think with his finishing position, I think Tibbs is going to be okay.
We'll take a look here. We'll pull it back up.
Oh, taking advantage of him right now.
Take a look here at the top 15 in points. You can see Zemer sitting in 6th. Matt Marklin nowhere to be found here in the top 15. So
John Kelly is going to probably fall out.
Yes,
that's going to give Christopher Jones. That'll give Christopher Jones where is Guyverson and him? Two places apart. So that's going to give Christopher Jones an opportunity.
Yeah, you can see there John Kelly only has 5 starts of the 8 races, and you've got to make 6 of the 8 in order to qualify for the playoffs. So yeah, he's going home. So that spot's going to open up here, and let's just go back a little bit further here, say to the top 20, just to look and see. So Matt Marklin nowhere in the top 20 in points.
No, he's just racing for pride right here. Let's get that win, man.
Hey, let's get it, yeah.
So this is opportunity. Christopher Jones, if he doesn't lose 3 more positions, should make it in. Even though we only had 25 guys start, the points are still the same numbers from front down. Yeah. So he should make it in. That should give him an opportunity.
Well, we've lost ground again here with Tibbs and the rest of them, as we are now over 7 seconds back again. They're going to need a caution here to kind of clean that up, catch back up.
Yeah, they need 1 with 7 to go. Boys at the front are starting to pick the pace up, trying to decide who's going to settle this battle. Yeah, I think they're just a little squirrely, Brock Patrol. They had it down to about 6, now 7.5 again. So these boys at the front are trying to position themselves to see who's going to take this win.
Yep, we're going to need a caution here as Zemer's still leading the way right now. Ainsworth, though, moved up into third, though.
And he'll probably go with Eric. Matt needs to close it down so he can pick a dancing partner.
He's looking back underneath the 74 right now. Not mad at that. I mean, it's time to go. We got 4 laps to go here, Mike. 4 laps to go.
Matt. Nothing to lose, Matthew. Go get it. Three to go at the line, and any one of these 4 right here are in position.
See him backing way off here. Here comes Matt Markland down to the inside. Eric Johnson sees it happen. Now Markland down here trying to make up the second spot as we have 3 laps to go.
Yeah, Zemer has to protect against Johnson getting too far back and then getting that huge run.
Well, he's got nowhere to go.
If they're able to, nowhere to go right now.
Nowhere to go right this second. My bet's on Markland here. Here goes Ainsworth just giving the push here to Matthew Markland.
Let's see if Jordan Massey has, Brock. I was getting ready to say the same thing, Brock. Will Jordan get up and help or just let these 4 finish it off? 2 to go.
What will Markland do? He's going to have to make the decision here. He's going to have to be really close here to Zemer. Be able to do something. Will he put himself to the outside, put himself in harm's way? Eric Johnson backing out here. He's going to let these guys go at it.
He's going to get a huge run, what he's going to get.
Markland's got to do something here as the white flag comes out one more time around for Brian Zemer. Will Markland be able to do something? Here goes Jacob Ainsworth to the outside.
Oh, that's helping Zemer.
Yep, that's going to help Zemer. They got to do something here.
Side draft. Bump him.
And coming out of turn number 4, though, looks like it's going to be Brian Zemer. Across the start-finish line, Brian Zemer's going to win tonight here at Echo Park.
Markland able to take third away from Johnson there, so great run out of him. Just great.
Yeah, we're going to get an interview here with Matthew Markland.
And as I said, as we're watching them come around, playoff positioning, I believe Christopher Jones is going to be okay. I think Drew Calvert will be okay. Kel Peterson, I believe those guys are going to make it in. They didn't fall too far down the board.
Tibbs giving a bump to the 55 here. And now it's going to be Brian Zemer's turn to go ahead and get this thing burnt down, baby. And around he goes. Great run from Zemer all night.
All night.
And there we go, folks. That's going to do it. Let's get into our finish results here. Let's get this shown here. Brian Zemer leading 32 laps, bringing it home in the number 1 spot with Jacob Ainsworth finishing second. 0.148 back behind Zemer. That's pretty dang close.
Pretty close.
Matthew Markland bringing home in 3rd place. Impressive run by Markland. Eric Johnson in 4th with Robert Tibbs 5th. Charles Wilson 6th. Brian Welchel in 7th. Rob Williams finishing in the 8th place. Drew Calvert 9th. Ronnie Welchel top 10 for Ronnie Welchel. How about that? And then we got Kel Peterson 11th. Dalton Hall finishing 12th. Jordan Massey 13th. Steve Giverson 14th. Ryan Fuchs 15th. Sean Rother 16th. Christopher Jones in 17th with Bob Redeker 18th. Tim Boyce 19th. And David Vodka in 20th. Robert Tibbs with the pole position. Dalton Hall with the fastest lap of a 29.818. Robert Tibbs led Brian Zemer laps. That's 55 laps. And Matt Markland with the hard charger up 22 spots, bringing it home in the 3rd position. And only 2 cautions here tonight at Echo Park, Mike, for 6 laps. Not too bad at all.
Incredible job out of all these guys.
All right. Well, let's take a look here. And who do we have in the broadcast waiting room? Let's slide over here a little bit. And Mike, I'm gonna let you bring these guys in. I want to holler at Matthew Markland here. So why don't you go ahead and get him in? I'll get a setup on our side.
There you go.
Matthew Markland, Glad Dad, and Mike McKinnon in the booth. You got me.
Oh, I got you. You guys got me.
Yes, sir. 10-4. Hey, man. Not too bad of a run tonight for my favorite race controller.
Dude, I am shaking with adrenaline right now. My plan of staying in the back kind of paid off, and I'm surprised it worked as well as it did.
Staying in the back? I don't. The back, no, I don't remember ever seeing you in the back here. After lap 20, you were up at the front pretty much the rest of the race.
Yeah, after with all the pit stops and everything, I ended up, I think, 7th, and then after the green flag pit stops, with about 35 to go, got up in that front pack and just held on for dear life.
Yes, sir. Fantastic job, man. And have you ever had a podium here in the Outcast Motorsports Leagues yet?
I did have I got the truck 3rd place at the end of last season, so this is my 2nd time. So Mr. Eric Johnson got me set up properly this time with all the sponsor plugs.
Awesome. That's why I was asking. Hey, well, then if that's the case, if Eric Johnson's got you set up, then why don't you take it away and give us some shout outs here on who made this possible for you?
Yeah, with Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, I know, and Auto America and all the Outcast guys and Serta Simmons and everybody, Pinnacle Wraps, they all do a great job putting this on. Glad Dad, you and Mike did a great job as I was listening to y'all, and it was a great clean race by everybody, and man, I am so glad it's over though, but 2 more this week.
Yeah. Oh, so you're going to run the other 2? Oh man, you're just a sucker for punishment, old 51.
Oh, of course. I'm an engineer. Of course I'm a sucker for punishment.
That's it. Oh man. Oh, you had to bring the old engineer in there. Hey, Matt. Hey, good run tonight, man. And hopefully we'll talk to you in the podium again this week.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, Mike, why don't you go ahead and get Jacob Ainsworth in here, and you can have a word with him.
All right, bring in Mr. Jacob Ainsworth. And Jacob, another great finish for you, man. You're able to miss some of that carnage there and then get up toward the front. Think you could have done anything any differently there toward the end to try to get the win? I mean, you and Matt were going at it pretty hard that last lap.
Oh, it wasn't just that last lap. I don't think I had anything for Brian up there. I was just trying to get what positions I could. Thought about maybe trying to push Matt up next to Zemer and see what I could do at that point, but it was there. My move was a little late. Eric got a little loose. Matt got a little underneath him, and I was able to go by him there. But from there, it was just stay in third or fight for second. That was really the best I could do.
Well, talk about that strategy call you guys had. You were able to get in and out of the pits really, really cleanly, man. I mean, you guys were gone 7 seconds ahead of the other pack. It just seemed like everything just fell right into place for you guys on that last little bit.
Oh yeah, that pit was mostly just biggest group we can, try and stick together as much as we can, get as much speed as we can off the pit exit, and it worked out. I mean, it's unfortunate Kale had a little bit of a lockup and had to get a penalty for that, and some people had some damage and stayed a little longer in pits, but we had a big enough group coming out, and that's really what got us that gap and kept us that gap going as long as it was.
Well, man, it was an unbelievable job out of all you guys. I mean, 6 laps of caution at this speedway, that's unbelievable. I just want to give a shout out to you guys for that. Before you, my friend, give your shout outs and let us know who makes it possible.
Oh, I'm going to give the very same shout out too. I mean, I've seen all sorts of stuff, and I mean, we saw a little bit of it in practice before the race. It was hectic. The pileups could happen half the field in half a second. It was crazy, but man, yeah, like you said, for as tough of a track as this is, as close as we're all together, I mean, it's awesome to see. Awesome to see us not have as many cautions, and I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to race with. But also got to give a huge shout out. Half Moon Designs, they make these next gen races possible on Monday nights. Awesome to have them with us. Got Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, they'll be tomorrow night. Auto America Grand Island's going to be Thursday night. Awesome folks as well. We got Jackie Jones, Sarah Simmons, Dalton Hall Construction. Dalton Hall was super quick, but it's unfortunate to see him get some damage and go a few laps down. He was fast all night long. Outcast Custom Apparel, Lularu by Tammy Litweiler, Pinnacle Wraps, and then, of course, Outcast Motorsports Network. You guys up there in the booth, everyone in the Twitch chat, awesome job, as always. Love seeing all those camera views. Love being on camera with you guys, and awesome race start to finish, I think. Thank everybody.
Well, we appreciate you, Jacob. I'll send you back down now, and I'll give Glad Dad a time to get Mr. Zemer in the booth, man. We appreciate it, Jacob.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And there you go, Mr. Glad Dad.
Ryan Zemer, the Glad Dad, the booth, baby. You got me.
Oh, yeah, loud and clear, baby.
Hey, how about that run, man? Hey, was your heart pounding at all? Was you expecting a run to come back from behind?
Yes, all of the above. I have never been so stressed driving a virtual race car in my entire life, and I still am not sure why nothing happened. But I'm really glad to get the win. I'm super pumped. I'm just, super surprised.
Well, you know what? They got stalled out behind them, and then they kind of touched each other inappropriately back there coming down the backstretch. So the momentum just got lost there, and I'm like, well, it's over. Zemer's going to win this one. And, man, what a great performance tonight. I mean, you led, was it 34 laps? I can't really remember.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's see. I could pull it up here. 31 laps. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like you just led the last lap. I mean, you were up there for that last little pit stop stint. I'm not sure how you actually made it. You pitted by yourself. See if you can jog my memory here. You pitted by yourself, and then the guys behind you
how
pitted.
that happened. I don't know how that happened because all the guys that ended up behind me, they pitted the lap before me.
Yeah.
And I thought I was cooked because they all went together. I think if it was Daytona or Talladega, I would have been super cooked. But, I was super surprised. And then, Eric was a gentleman and, picked me up instead of just freight training me. So, that was super surprising. I was not expecting that. I thought I was fighting for, maybe a top 5 after that.
Yeah.
I thought I had made a mistake because the pit entry is on the backstretch.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
I couldn't change my mind at the last second pit with those guys. So I super surprised that I came out in front.
Yeah, that's all I could think was they picked you up there, and that's what made it possible. But I knew coming into this race, it was going to be a crapshoot. I honestly didn't know who was the strongest here, who wasn't. I mean, it's a battle of luck, battle of attrition. But you telling me that your heart was pounding, you were super stressed, that is what it's about. I mean, if you're
absolutely.
if you're not going to get in here and get behind the wheel and feel like that on the final lap, then why are you even here?
Yeah, amen, brother. Like, I was super stressed, and then when I saw those guys fighting behind me, I was like, all right. And then I caught a little bit of a draft from the lap cars in front of me, and I was like, I think I was in turn 3 by that point, and I was like, oh yeah, this one's mine, baby.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, you're no stranger to victory lane, nor are you a stranger to the podium finishes with the shout out. So why don't you go ahead and shout out everybody that made this possible for you, and anybody that may or may not have helped you on track. If they didn't help you, call them out. I want to know, and we'll send you on your way.
Yeah, I mean, really, Eric, he didn't have to, slide in behind me there. So that was a cool thing. And then, just the clean racing that we always have. It's just from week to week. It's just great racing, great respect, great talent. So to be up there with those guys is really, really thrilling. And I'm really happy to be a part of this league. And it's really cool that we have sponsors. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, and Grand Island here in Nebraska, where I'm at. Jackie Jones, Serta Simmons, Pinnacle Wraps. It's really cool that we are doing this, and this league just gets better and better. And I'll say it every time, to be part of it. I'm incredibly lucky and just really proud of what we do here.
Yes, sir, man. Great shout outs. And hey, man, we're going to send you on to Victory Lane, also known as the Incident Review Room. And have a good night, man. I'm sure we'll talk to you again here in the podium real soon.
Yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. But yeah, thanks a lot. You guys are the best.
All right, buddy. You too.
And Adam, I'll move him down. We do have the updated points in front of me here if you would like those.
Let's see here. Let me get rid of this. Let's see. Do I have the updated points? I do not.
No, but I have them in front of me. I know we can't pull them on the screen, and I can just let everybody know. Your number one positioning will be Eric Johnson. He'll start number 1 in points for the chase. Jacob Ainsworth will be second. Dalton Hall, Brian Zemer, they're all 3 tied with the way the system works. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnson, Ainsworth, Hall, Zemer, Brian Welchel, and Ian Montrose will be next on the list. Robert Tibbs will be the 7th seed. Cale Peterson, 8th. Drew Calvert will be the 9th seed. And the 10th seed will be Charles Wilson. He will make it in. So there will be your 10 drivers contending for the championship when we start it next week at Martinsville. So once again, Eric Johnson, Ainsworth, Dalton Hall, Brian Zemer, Brian Welchel, Ian Montrose, Robert Tibbs, Cale Peterson, Drew Calvert, and Charles Wilson. Those will be your 10 chase competitors.
Man, that's an awesome lineup there going into the playoffs there. So anyway, folks, we're going to be back tomorrow night. This time we're going to be back in the same track, different car. We're going to be in the trucks. The Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds Truck Series is coming to Echo Park. And, of course, the sponsor there, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, is in Hiawassee, Georgia. So they're not too far away from this track, I can tell you that. I need to make a trip up there real soon to see Ronnie Welchel and I believe it's Ilga, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the director there's name, but yeah, I want to thank all the sponsors that make this possible, that give me a job each and every week. And allow us to get here, turn left with a little bit of a right, as you've seen tonight. Everybody in the Twitch stream, I want to give a shout out to you guys and gals for giving us something to talk about here. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. This is Glad Dad here with Magic Mike McKinnon, reminding you to stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you next time, guys. Take it easy and good night.